All right, boom. Story time. So the craziest 24 hours of my life. So this is obviously, it was back in 2011. I was 18, showing how old I am. Certainly you, man, was all 5 years old in 2011. So leading up to this craziest 24 hours, there was a time when I heard that there was some Tottenham boys in Southgate. And I was actually saying this to Nadia like a little while back. I remember like getting on the W6, going to Southgate, and then getting on another hop-on bus from Southgate to Oakwood. So tell a lie, it was actually in Oakwood, which is next to Southgate. It's even the same postcode, M14. And one time when I was in my house, this was at the old house. I actually Google Maps it, like, how long would it take by bus to get from Edmonton Green on the W6 all the way to Oakwood? And I Google Maps, it's like 45 minutes. I'm like, yo, imagine getting on a bus for 45 minutes to go to another area to beat up some Tottenham boys that you heard are there, innit? So man's gone down there, end up getting into something with one, you end up chasing him, yeah? This guy's ran off and he just jumped over some garden fences and cut. So, you know, most people would just take that as a win. And yeah, nah, me, I'll still want to get at you some more if I see you in it, yeah? So anyway, let's say that happened in February of 2011, yeah, for example. So it was March and it was a Friday night. I had some sort of argument with my mum, and my mum ended up kicking me out of the house. So my mum kicked me out at like 8, 9 o'clock at night, yeah? So one of my brothers at the time, I don't know, I must have phoned him up or something, and I said, yo, man's been kicked out, yeah? So he said, right, okay, cool. You can stay at my grandma's house with me in Ponders End. So obviously we're both from Edmonton. We both live in like near Edmonton Green kind of thing and that. But he said, yeah, I think he even got kicked out of his mum's house as well. Yeah, so we're both homeless, yeah? So we've gone to his grandma's house in Ponders End and we're staying there. Now, obviously I'm falling asleep. He's on his grandma's sofa and he's, you know what I mean, he's getting certain things and breaking them down into smaller bags and for distribution, yeah? Do the maths, yeah? Certain green items and that, yeah? So yeah, he's doing that. So anyway, boom. So that's the evening done, yeah? Boom. Woke up in the morning and I remember like obviously I must have gone back to my mum's house to shower. So anyway, me and him, we went to this place called Lincoln's. Yeah, you lot will know, if you lot are from Edmonton, you lot will know Lincoln's Patisserie. It's near the red and blue flats at NAE. We went there, got some patties. And back then, obviously, man was trying to build up a line and that. So there was a little spot. There was one estate in Arnold's Grove. There's only one Arnold's Grove estate. It's not there no more because I think they knocked it down. But it was a rough, it weren't like that, but it looked like it could have been rough. It looked like an estate out of South London. But it's not there no more. They licked it down. Some post-World War estate. We went there in the afternoon to try and build up a line. So literally, man's just walking around in circles, asking, man, you get me, are you on this or you're on that? And we're not just talking about something that you roll up, yeah? That kind of stuff. So this is like 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So we took obviously the 34 from probably like Silver Street or somewhere like that, or maybe near Angel Corner. We took the 34 all the way to Arnold's Grove. So we took the 34 back. These times, I don't know, it's like 5, 6 o'clock. We're heading back to Edmonton now, yeah? So boom, man's on the bus now. I remember I've got one nice girl's number on the bus. And we're going down Silver Street. And I see the youth that I chased a month ago. He's with one next youth, yeah? And I wrote about this in my book. So as the bus is going past, they've looked up. They're not even clocking that man's on the bus. It's just a natural instinct. When a bus goes past, you best check that bus. Because if there's 10 men on that bus, yo, you better get ready to run, innit, yeah? It's a natural reflex. When buses go past, you look up. Because no one cares about who's on the bottom deck. It's adults and neeks, yeah? So we're only concerned about who's on the top deck. I've had it before. Trust me. Yeah, I was saying in the, I think it was the last live stream, I was saying that us, man, everyone is kind of connected in some way, shape, or form. And I remember, like, I was saying that in Tottenham, the last youths that I would want to beef that's in my generation was them Tivot and Pyru youths. One of them was my cousin's brethren, and next one was one of my cousin's cousins, and the next one was one of my cousin's other cousins and that. So all connected. I remember I see like 6 of them get up as they're getting off at Edmonton Green, yeah, because Edmonton Green's the lost. But man, cut out. I went to my cousin's house a month later. I'm like, yo, what you lot doing coming to Edmonton and that? Yeah, he's like, oh, listen, we go where we want and that. This is my cousin's brethren. Them not on a ride out. But I'm not standing around saying, oh, yeah, allow it. Nah, forget that. Because they will just still try and move to man. No one's going to poke, man. But obviously, the way we used to run it is like, if you catch someone's cousin, you don't poke them, you just beat them up and that. Well, I ain't standing to catch no beats. I kept it moving, innit? That's what I'm saying. Everyone is linked in a way where I even went to my cousin's house a month later. And I'm like, yo, why was you not coming to Edmonton for? So anyway, yeah, so I've got off the bus now and yeah, pressed the emergency stop button and just started running after the shoot. He don't even know I'm coming, yeah? But because of where the bus was, where we managed to get off the bus, we was far away. So literally, we had to run for like 400, 500 meters, like literally. So anyway, I started slowing up. I started getting tired. My brethren carried on running to go and stop them. Now, one of the youths went to my brethren's school. So anyway, he's caught up with them. So anyway, eventually I've caught up now. So man's trying to jam it on the youth that I got beef with, yeah? Let's say his name is D, yeah? So I'm jamming it on him and that. And the other youth that's with him, he's 2 years younger than us, yeah? He must have tried that squash. I said, but shut up, man. So anyway, afterwards, I'm still sticking it on the youth that I don't like, whatever, and you're getting ready to box this youth. Next thing I know, my brethren told me afterwards, the youth said, he's pricking me, like he's talking to himself. These youths, they must have come from Pims Park and they had like football gear on them, like I don't know, they had a bag and that. Apparently he's dropped the bag. Next thing you know, from my peripheral vision, I see him try to throw a punch. I moved and he's missed. Before I could even gain composure, because I had to move out of the way and sidestep, yeah? Before I could gain composure, yo, this shoot has rugby tackled me. Yo, it was like getting speared by a bear. Boom! The youth has dropped man on the floor and literally he has banged me about 5-10 times in my face, yeah? So see, man's got up dazed, amping. Really and truly, I should have ran after him and got at him and that. So anyway, I started following them to one estate that's kind of near Tottenham, yeah? So anyway, boom. What happened now? Yeah. The youth that I was trying to get at originally, this DU, his older cousin has pulled up in a car randomly. So man's grabbed a plank of wood and ran up to the car and whacked up the car a few times and then ran after the other youth that smacked me up. And he threw a brick at me, but it missed. So afterwards, my brother was like, yo, just go, because they were calling people, innit? So anyway, I bust out now. I'm thinking, I'm coming back. So my brethren stayed because he knew one of them, obviously, the youth that moved to me, that's 2 years younger than me. My brethren knew him. So he stayed, but I've gone now, innit? So I ran like through like where North Middlesex Hospital is and basically just jumped on a bus and went home. Mad, yeah? Went home, literally just went through my kitchen, got on went into my back garden, got my bike, went upstairs, got my long something, yeah, because man wasn't into this go in the kitchen drawer. Nah, man was used to roll with, yeah. There came a point, yeah, where I was getting so brave on the roads, I was doing ride outs on my own. Like I'll go Enfield Island Village on my own, I went to London Fields on my own. Man didn't catch no one, yeah, don't get it twisted, yeah. But man was getting so comfortable, man was going on ride outs on my own and that. So boom, what I should have done was just call 2-3 man, just 2-3 man from my side, yeah? Me, like an idiot, has gone down there on my bike on my own with something, yeah? And I've gone on to the estate now, and I see a bunch of youths. There's like 10 of them. So obviously I can't see faces and that. But as I'm riding towards them, I'm hearing like man talking about fighting. Like, yeah, he ran up to me and whatever and that. So I'm clocking like, oh, they're talking about me probably, innit? So as I'm riding towards them, there was one youth that I chased a few like months back or whatever. And remember I told you like I chased 3 youths at one time. He was sitting down on the wall. He's jumped up. I said, that's the youth, that's the youth. He started running after me. So I'm like, oh shit, they caught me off guard. So anyway, I've turned right and I think I've hit a car and just jumped off the bike and ran. Yeah. Now I'm getting away from these youths. Dropped my something there on the floor. I'm getting away from these youths. Blood. This is when you know, yeah, someone is literally like an Olympic sprinter. When you're leaving them behind, you're getting away from them, yeah? And a youth runs up to you, catches up to you, and slows down to your pace, and he tripped me up. Listen, I still remember that beating to this day. Yeah, that was the worst beating I've ever had in my life. Yeah, yo, apparently my eyes are rolling back in my head, everything. Yeah, the police had to come and take me home. It was that bad. Anyway, I've gone home, and because they battered me so badly, I said, you know what, like, because there was a youth from my area, RIP to him, Ike. He got hit over the head with a brick and he died. Yeah. Now, obviously, I didn't think they hit me over the head with a brick, but they could have. But I didn't even think that. But I was thinking, yo, these lot battered me so much. I'm like, yo, I might have something wrong with my brain. Yeah. So I actually went to the hospital to get like a scan or whatever, innit? So it turns out everything was all right. Anyway, I'm with my mum and my brethren that witnessed obviously the first part of the beef, innit? So me, my mum, and my brethren, I've gone to the hospital now, and the youth that I was onto in the first place, this DU, yeah, I don't know what happened with him. Maybe he cut his hand or something, yeah. This youth comes walking into the hospital when I'm standing waiting for a cab. This youth tried to walk past me, but I just took a swing at him and he missed. Then he tried to swing back and then the security guard ran over. This youth, he don't know who my mum is. He didn't even know that I was with my mum. He's standing basically right next to my mum saying, suck your mum and that. Bam, my mum is standing right next to me. My mum was disgusted. But in his defense, he didn't know that I was with my mum because my mum wasn't standing next to me. Me and my bedroom was standing in one part of the hallway. My mum was like 5 meters away behind. I don't know what she was doing, but she was standing behind it. He's like, suck your mum in front of my mum, you know. So yeah. That was the craziest 24 hours ever. So man got kicked out of my mum's yard. Man's gone Arnold's Road to try to build up a line, come back, see an op, end up getting into a madness, losing a fight, thinking I ain't having this. I'm not having the ends here that Jay lost a fight to a younger. Yeah. There needs to be retaliation today. Yeah. I'm not phoning no one. I'm going down there to do this myself. End up going down there and getting rushed, blood, badly, fam. So yeah. That was the craziest 24 hours. And then man's talking about county lines and that, because obviously man wants to take this beauty to such a high level and that. I actually called someone that I know because I wanted to borrow something, but they'll say to me like, oh yeah, just £200 deposit or £500 deposit. And I thought, meaning my call, but you never know, yeah, this thing might go wrong or something, innit? So I was like, nah, forget it. I'm gonna go and get my own thing. So I went country to try and raise up some money to get my own thing. And then I ended up going in prison in that time. But when I came out of jail, I was just like, you know, I'm gonna forget the deal.